What is up, guys? I'm Dre, and welcome to another Gacha game revenue video. So today we're talking about the month of June, and as of always, I just want to tell you guys, currently I don't really have a Gacha that I want to cover on the channel. I'm playing Chaos Zero Nightmare and Dokkan Battle right now. I started to get back into Genshin, so if I'm kind of getting into it, I maybe want to think about doing some content as new region releases. But other than that, we're waiting for a new release. Um, so as long as there is no game that I want to play on the channel, I will cover the monthly gacha revenue every month. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see that, if you're interested in that. Um, yeah, I'll do this every month, at least until the end of the year. So also note that the gacha revenue that I show is only for mobile revenue. Yes, so it is not for PC revenue. PC revenue doesn't count into that. But I still do believe that the biggest portion of revenue still comes from mobile players. So I'd say June was not a very strong month. We also can always see the month prior to the last month, and I'd say that we don't have, as we can see those numbers, that there is not a super big increase of numbers. But yeah, I'd say that June is always like a bad month because it is like almost summer. And as we're getting into July and August, I think these are the another two banger months for every gacha game, because a lot of gacha games do they do make, I don't know, like summer skin thingy, summer skin specials, summer units, limited units, stuff like that. I think for every game, that is a really big um, celebration where they get a lot of revenue. So let's get in. We have Love and Deep Space staying at number one in this month, but a decrease of 10 million revenue. But I'd say, yeah, every game here has a decrease, or the increase of the other games is that big that it can catch up to the other games. So we have Wuthering Waves at number two because they have the Cyberpunk collaboration. Cyberpunk, very big, popular IP, so totally understandable that, yeah, Wuthering Waves is at number two. Then we have Genshin. Genshin is a very consistent gacha game, always. Same goes for Honkai Star. So I do those two in the same batch though. Hoyoverse games, they always perform insanely good. We have a 32 million revenue and a 28 million revenue, which is kind of close. And I'd also say that the last month was kind of close for both of them. But yeah, I can see those in the next month that they will have a pretty big increase again, especially for Genshin as in the region releases. It will release in August, and for that, I'm pretty sure that Genshin will stay at least here in the top three. Funka, sorry, I'm not too sure. I think they had their anniversary already. But yeah, they always can surprise with a new release. At the moment, I'm not really familiar with what is coming next in Honkai Star. But yeah, I saw that there was a skin recently. So yeah, I do still think Honkai Star will definitely stay in the top 10. Next we go for Naruto Mobile. So this is the only game that only has a Chinese version. And I'm still asking myself if there is any chance that we get a global version of this, because I'm very interested in playing this game. I never saw any gameplay or footage of this, but it always has over 20 million revenue every month, and it is China exclusive. So that is already insane. Monster Strike. This game, I never really played it, but I had a friend that played this game for very long. And yeah, this also seems like a very consistent game in terms of revenue. So we have like 15 million revenue, like last month and this month, with a very small increase. So I think that, yeah, this game is eating good, while it has to compete like with these banger games, yeah, especially these free games. I'd say it's very hard to compete with these at the current gacha in the gacha market right now. Dragon Ball Legends performing pretty good because they have anniversary right now. Their anniversary usually goes very long. I think like over a month, and they release three different types of units, which are always all kind of hype. So I think, yeah, they're all so doing pretty well at the anniversary and start of summer. They usually do their big celebrations before all the other gacha games do, because now they do it, and I think every other gacha game doesn't have like super big celebrations. And as soon as they're over, which is at the end of, or at the mid of July, the other games start to become, yeah, way more interesting. We have Fate, we have Pokemon TCG Pocket, and we have Neverness to Everness. So they are all in the same realm with Dragon Ball Legend, while getting like, I think like Fate doesn't have a big decrease, only 1 million, but Pokemon TCG Pocket and Neverness to Everness, they have like a nearly 10 million decrease, which is I think it's still very, very fine though. They're like still in the top 10 gacha games, over 10 million revenue. I think they are still eating good. We don't have to worry about these games. They're still looking good though. Arknights, the normal Arknights, 30 million to 30 million to 13 million. So this is like, I think, one of the biggest decreases here, because it is like over the half of the revenue from last month. But I think they had anniversary last month, if I'm not wrong. That's why the decrease is that big. I never really played Arknights. It was like fifth place last month, which is insanely high if you look at the top games. And this game is very, very old already, and it is still performing very, very well. It is outperforming the new version, Arknights Enfield. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good sign for such an old game. Same goes for like Fate. Puzzles and Dragons, we have like the same revenue here. Um, Light and Night, what is this? Is this a new game? I don't know about this game. Same goes for this. What is this? These two I didn't saw them in the revenue because yeah, they were pretty down in ranking last month, but they have a very big increase. 5 million to 11 million and 4 million to 11 million, so it's like over double the amount, and they getting like in the same realm as the top teners. All right, okay, now I think this is the top 10. So let's just go over a couple of the other games that went here. So we have Zenless Zone Zero and Gundam here. I think they're also interesting. They're also in the same room in the 10 million mark. Zenless Zone Zero, obviously the worst performing Hoyoverse game, but still really performs pretty good though overall. Uma Musume Pretty Derby is at 10 million. Arknights Enfield was able to double the dip from last month. I think Arknights Enfield had a pretty good start, but yeah, even I stopped playing this game, but they were at least able to double their amount though. We have Chaos Zero Nightmare. This is the game that I'm currently playing, but I just started like a month ago, and I didn't felt like doing content for a game that is already a half year old. So I prefer to start fresh out of the game. So if there's any new gacha release, I probably will go back. The only games that I would like start back again is Genshin, since this is a game that I was there since day zero, with a lot of breaks. So yeah, and Genshin always will stay here. So yeah, we have almost a 7 million revenue, so pretty consistent for the game that I'm currently playing. I don't know. We can see, and I think we're shortly before the summer period, so could be that the next release in Chaos Zero Nightmare is really, really hype, and they're getting back into the top 20. I don't really see this game in the top 10, honestly, but top 20 is possible. Dokkan Battle, the greatest gacha game of all time, has a dip, 7 million. I think last month was not that good, and May was like okay, has a pretty good unit, but we just got a Beast Gohan released last week, and I do think that this could potentially bring Dokkan back in the top 10 for the month of July, because Beast Gohan just released in July, and I think like the numbers for the revenue, they will hit into yeah, they will hit in July. And after this, I think we have a short break, and then there is the global download celebration. And in the global download celebration, I'm pretty sure that Dokkan will be back in the top 10 though, or there's a very high chance. For Beast Gone, I'm not sure. It is currently the 10th anniversary celebration. I'm not sure if this will bring Dokkan back into top 10, but I'd say at least top 15. Hopefully though, for the next month. Yeah. Is there anything else interesting here? Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross. I mean, yeah, a big dip though. Um, from 8 million to like almost 5 million. One Piece Bounty Rush is going back to 3 million. We have Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. I also played this, 3 million revenue. Epic 7, double the revenue. But yeah, currently Chaos Zero Nightmare is the better performing game. From the company. Yeah, I think that's it. There is not even. Oh my god, there's not even. Oh, here's One Piece Treasure Cruise, 7 million to 3.5 million. But as I'm seeing this, there's not even 7 Deadly Sins Origins in the top 50. So this game has one of the biggest downfall. It wasn't. I think it had to really like Astronaut to get back in the top 20, and then it died down though. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think this month was a really quick overview. I want to tend to not make these videos too long though in the future, because it is mainly yapping content. I'm honest with you guys. But yeah, we're still looking at the revenue next month. So see you in August. If there is any gacha game that is coming that we're anticipating, let me know in the comments. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.